Good afternoon, students. Okay, today, so we'll discuss about the loops in shell script. That is basically while loop and for loop. Now, what is while loop or what are loops actually? Now, suppose if you want to perform some repetition, the same set of task or the same set of code has to be repeated several times. Then you can go for loop. So these are called as actually what now the repetitive statements. Okay. That is to carry out a set of instructions repeatedly, shell offers three features, namely while loop, while, until, and for. There is one special loop called until. Until. Okay. It is exact similar to while, but there's slight difference, I will tell you. Okay. While, until, and for. Now coming to the while loop, the syntax of while loop is this. It begins with a keyword called while, then followed by a space, then condition, then if this condition is true, there's a keyword called is and true. Okay, then do execute the true set of statement. There is no braces and all. Okay, if you write braces, then you're going to lose marks. Then if you're done with the block inside the while, then close the loop by using done keyword. Do and done specifies the block, just like opening and closing uh, curly braces. Okay. So these commands or the commands enclosed by do and done are executed repeatedly as long as the condition is true, right? Now it comes out of the loop when the condition becomes false. Till then it is going to execute so many times when the condition becomes false. Okay. And this is a simple example for the while loop. Now if I write the same thing, okay, wait for a second. And that is a simple example for the while loop. Okay. So for example, we'll go with this example. Again, I will change the directory to shell script. Okay, shell script. Then I'm going to create a file vi while loop while one dot etc something like that. Okay. Now if I just write a C statement, and then how to write now? Tell me. It is very simple, right? Like this while, right? Then the condition, right? Some condition is true. Then if condition is true, then execute the true block. That's it. Statement. So this block will be executed repeatedly until this condition becomes false. And this is the C syntax. But whereas in in shell script, what right now the syntax is while the condition is true, then there's no curly braces and all. Go with the do keyword, then execute the true statement. Then if you are done, use the keyword done. That's it. Now this is the syntax of using while loop in case where in shell script. Now how to execute this now? Let's see. Okay, I'll show you one example for the while loop. Okay, I'm just going to write a shell script here. Okay, I think there is an example already present in the current working directory. Just saves time. It is program 9sh pgm 9.sh. Now this is one example of a case, right? Mm. Now this is one example you can see by using while loop. The same example, the same set of code that we explained in the previous class, that is the case example. But what I've done is repeatedly I'm going to check for the menus. Okay, and this statement, these statements, sorry, where it is actually this set of statements. I'll show you. See, the statement from 6 to 13 will be repeatedly executed. Okay, how it is run now you can see. Start with the interpreter line. Then I have assigned, declared a variable called answer, assigned a value called y to answer. Now this kind of assignment can be done in the shell script. Either you can enclose with a single quote or double quote, or without quote, then the character will be a string. Okay. Now what is the value present in the variable called answer? It is nothing but y. Then what I'm doing right now is, you can see the test expression is here, test, shortened expression for test. That is a condition. Then use the loop called while here, while, then followed by condition. And you can see the condition is enclosed within the test expression. Right? So while this condition is true, means dollar answer equal to y. Okay. What is dollar answer? Y equal to y. If that is the case, then do repeatedly execute. Display this message, command menus, then display the string files and attribute as the first menu, second menu as a display date, third as a display calendar, fourth as a display working directory, fifth as a display working shell, and the sixth as exit. That is what to come out of the program. Then you're supposed to enter the choice here, and this choice is taken from the keyboard. Right? I'm going to declare a variable called choice. Read the value for choice from the keyboard. Okay, now it is read from the keyboard, and I'm going to compare the read value from the keyboard that is stored in the variable called choice with these options, 1 to 6 option. The pattern is 1. If it is 1, the string files and its attribute, so LS minus n. Then a pair of semicolon. Then display date, the second pattern is 2, date. Third pattern is 3, cal. Fourth pattern is 4, present working directory. Fifth is display the shell. Sixth, exit. Okay. Then close the case. Close the case is finished. Right? The case block is done, but we are not done with the while. So again display a message. Do you want to continue? If you want to continue, press Y, and this Y, if I enter Y, here it will be taken. See? Right? Enter Y, Y will be stored here. Now again it will be compared. If I enter Y, then again Y will be compared with Y, again it will execute the same set of code. If I press N other than Y, if I press any other character, then what happens now? See, the answer is red here. Okay, the answer is red here. So if I enter N other than Y, other than one, if I enter any other character, then this will be compared here. The value will be overwritten. Previously it was Y, now it is N. N equal to Y is false, so it comes out. Now that is simple program. Okay. Do you want to copy this code, guys, or you will take screenshot? Okay, good. No response. Now just execute this now. Sh space pgm10.sh. So it will display the menus likewise. Then if I enter the choice 1, it will display the output of the ls menus command. Then it asks the user to input, right? Now in the previous example we discussed about the case, right, where the program will be terminated once the successful cases is executed. Now, but here what I'm saying, if I press Y, again it is the same command menu. See, again Y, choice is 5. Then if I enter other than Y, any character other than Y, say for example N, then it comes out. It comes out of the program. That is how the loops can be used. Now this is one example for the this loop, the while loop. Okay. The other example is I think program domain.sh. We'll go with this program. Sorry. Now this is just okay. This is we discussed yesterday, right? We discussed about this phone. Okay, again we discussed about this, right? There's one more code. Let's what is that? PDM6. Okay, I will write the code. Okay, no problem. Okay. To illustrate the while loop, there's one more example. Let me write it. It takes time. No problem. While do.sh. The file name is this. So start with the interpreter line, hash, exclamation symbol, then followed by okay. Again, I'm repeat the same code. I will take one variable called answer, assign this to y initially, then while the test expression dollar answer answr equal to so dollar answer equal to the character y then do display description. Okay, or we can replace this by printf also. Then get the value. I will take two variables called code and description. Read the value for these two from the keyboard. Take two variable, the code and description. Okay, so find the description. Okay, I need to enter the value for the code and description together here. Okay, now this is just like the code and description of a, so for example, antibiotic. Likewise, okay. Then like code, display the value of code, then followed by description dollar. So one, I'm just going to display these both of these in different format. Okay, now this is not actually the command. Then I want to continue. Okay, press yes to continue, otherwise no for not to continue. One option is given. Then take a variable called choice, read the variable for choice on the keyboard. Then write the case statement, case dollar choice in, then write the expression here. So y then followed by number of characters, then followed by capital Y. Sorry, capital Y, then followed by star. And just write a pattern over here. That is what I should do, the wildcard. Then answer equal to Y, if that is the case. So this will accept actually what now? All the colors of words that starts with Y or capital Y. Okay. Or the same way for small n as well as capital N also. Answer equal to n. If I enter any other character other than these two patterns, then the answer must be equal to Y. Then if you're done, then in the close the case, I will just indent it properly. Auto close the case, SAC. Then if you're done, close the, that's it. Okay, now just check this particular program. chmod while 2.sh, then done. How to run sh? Now it is asking the user to enter the description. So for example, now the description will be entered in the format of the code, then the code followed by description. Say for example, the code is 100. So description about this code is, so for example, antibiotic. First, it will display the code along with the description. Then it asks the user to continue on. If I enter anything that starts with Y, see, it will continue. Again, it asks the user to enter the description along with the code. So, for example, 101, and the description is, the code is 101, description. So, for example, injection. Okay. Again, I will enter yes. It asks the description again. The code is 102. Then you can go with any other description. Then if I enter anything other than Y, that is what, N, O, P, then it comes out, right? Okay, it does come out, right? N, then it has to come out. Wait for a second. Let's see. Okay, there's a problem, I think, in the code. Okay, you can see here now. Answer ANSWR, right? Okay, now check. 105. Okay. If I enter N, it does to come out. Okay. Again, if I just check this, okay. If I enter any other character other than Y and N, so for example, again it goes to the input Y. In the code you can check. The default case is any character other than the words that is entered or that starts with Y or capital Y, small n or capital N, then the answer is Y. That's why. Okay. What is going to take the input again? Okay. Now it is a simple program where we can demonstrate the while loop. Okay. Now it's possible to use while loop to operate on a file. Yes, it is possible. Let's check the code now. So there are many programs here, right? So there are many files, many programs are there. Sample.txt and many programs are here. I'm just going to check whether any one of the file is readable or not. How to check now? It is simply this can be done ls minus n. So for example, I just want to check emp.lst. emp.lst. That's it. Now it is readable, right? The file is readable. Now I just want to check whether emp.lst is readable by writing a shell script. I will write a shell script. So vi you will write while3.sh file. Again, go with the interpreter line usr slash bin slash bash shell. That is the path of the shell. Then use the while loop. Then the test expression. Then not if it is not readable, so the operator will be -r or -r. To which file now? I'm just going to check with which file emp.lst file. The list file. If that is true, then do just read a message printf file not readable. Okay. Then done. It's a very simple example. So we'll check this ch mode 777. Okay. But there's no output, right? Okay, okay. Okay, it is readable, right? It comes out. It simply comes out. Okay, now the file is readable, so it comes out. I'll write here now. Write one statement. The file is readable. Okay, now if this condition becomes false, if it is readable, then it comes out, right? There's no any other statement. So it simply returns the prompt back. So you can see the file is readable. Okay, the file is readable. Okay, this is one example where we can use the while loop to check whether the file is readable, executable, or something like that. Okay, I'll just modify this as X. What does X tell me? Whether the file is executable or not, right? Now you can see, right? Since the file is not executable, see what happened here now? It went to the infinite loop. So you should be very careful. See, now this is not executable, right? Executable. I'll just write this as executable. Now, if I run this program, you can see here now it goes to the infinite loop. Why? So again and again, it is going to check the condition, right? Because the condition is itself is what now it is not executable, right? So it goes to the infinite loop. So to avoid such things, what I can do is, okay, see there is one statement, one command called sleep command. Okay, then it takes one parameter, that is, you can see it is in number, that should be the integer number. It will say you a particular now if this statement is executed, then the loop has to what? Become inactive for 60 seconds. That is the meaning. Okay. Now you can see, right? The file is not executable. Now till 60 seconds it is going to wait. After 60 seconds, 61st second, right? After a minute, it goes back to the condition to check whether the condition becomes true or false. If it is true, then what happens now? Again, it is going to execute. It is going to display the same thing. Or else I will show you. We can't wait for 60 seconds. What I will do is, I'll just change this to 5 seconds. Just wait for 5 seconds. See, after 5 seconds, the same condition executed and displayed. Again, after 5 seconds, the same thing will be continued. Okay. See, you can see, right? See, for every 5 seconds, the same condition will be executed. Okay. Now, this is about actually the while loop. And there's one more thing about while loop. Now, I'll just press Control Z to interrupt. Okay, suppose it is possible to set an infinite loop. How to set an infinite loop? I'll go with one more example. I'll just copy this, okay? Copy while 3 dot sh2 while 4 dot sh. Then use the variable to open. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set an infinite loop. How? By using true. That's it. While true, then do. Okay. Now what happens now? It is going to execute for an infinite amount of time. So again. See, infinite number of time it is going to execute. Okay. So click on interrupt. Now this is about while loop. The next loop to be discussed is the for loop. For loop. So what is the syntax of for loop now? I will just write one example. Just like the while loop, for loop again is to use what? Or it is used to execute repetitions, right? Or repeat set of statement can be executed. The syntax is something like this. For some loop variable in the list. Again, do execute the true set of code, that is the true set of statements. Okay. Then if you are done, close the for. That's it. Now what happens now? Now this is the loop variable. Now the similar statement that is written in C is how? For or in C++ or in Java. For take some loop variable where, right, is equal to initialization is done, right? Initialization, right? That is what? Initialization, then followed by the condition, then followed by what? Update. Then now it is going to execute this block until this condition becomes false. But here there is a slight difference. The difference is what now? There is a loop variable given where. That is the loop variable initialization. In list, what is the list here now? It is just nothing but a set of values. Now, now these set of values are nothing but the set of values to be iterated by the for loop. Iterated by the for loop. Okay. That is, now what happens here now? See, first, say for example, if I write a set like this here, list value, I'll show you. This is just an example. 10, comma, 20, comma, 30, comma, 40. Now this is a list. Okay, I will take a loop variable like this here. So for I in list. If that is the case, do. Then I want to print all the elements here. See, echo, ECH, dollar, I. That's it. Then done. Now what happens here is the loop variable I will be initialized to the first value in the list for in the first iteration. In the first iteration, I becomes 10. And in the second iteration, right, the position of the I value is shifted to the next value. So I value will be having the next element in this particular list, that is 20, then display that value. And in the next iteration again it goes back, I value will be 30, displayed. Again in the fourth iteration it goes back, I value will be 40. Then how the loop can determine to come out of the loop now? In the next iteration what happens now after 4 values, I value will be empty. If it finds any element that is empty, then it finds that what now there is no more element in the list. So it simply comes out. That is how it is going to work. Okay. Understood or not? This is what actually about for loop. Understood, guys? Okay, let's discuss about this now. We'll go with one example. You can understand it now. Let's remove everything. Let me check with this code, this part of the code whether it's going to execute or not. Okay. Exclamatory slash yes. Okay, there's a problem with this. This is not the way to create an array here. Okay, this is not the proper way.